Hello everybody and welcome back to Witcombe Park Farm. So we are just on our way to the dealership. Well, to be fair, we're here now because we're going to go pick up a windrower, which we've already leased. So it cost us just shy of £900 to lease this. And you'll also see that the money has gone down because I went to go fill it with diesel and I believe, if I remember rightly, it was something like 14 litres left. So I've just bought another 1,000 litres of diesel. So that's why this is full. We've also had a bit of a wash, so she's now shining. I do really, really like this Massey Ferguson. I am very, very happy with the choice in this. I do also have, if I show you very, very quickly, let's go into here, and I imagine it'll be medium tractors maybe. Yeah, we've got these two in here. So I would like to try, if we can, if one of these comes up in the sale, I think we'll look to buy it. Because what does that? I know it's just said, but so that's 223 horsepower. That's 152, and this one is 290. So really, this is the one that I'd want to go for because you can do a fair bit with that. And does it have GPS? Does it have the eyes? Yeah, eyes area. If this comes up in the sale, that is what we are going to buy because it just goes a bit with the Massey Ferguson build. And I'm going to take, I forget what this mod is, where you when you scroll, it changes how you are in the tractor seat. I think I'm going to take it off because it's changing all the time. But anyways, let's get ourselves back to the farm. So just to keep everyone in the picture, I have changed the days per month purely because I think with the 2 days per month, it just seems to be quite a bit. And I don't know. I'm getting the feeling that we're just taking too long in a certain month. So I'm going to change it down to one. I don't know whether this will hinder us though when it comes to why isn't that turning on? Because I haven't put the PTO in. That was very, very silly. Like that. Now it should turn on. But yeah, I just felt like it was taking just that little bit too long in a month. So I am rather hoping that by going back down to one and just slowing the time down, if we just mess around with the time, slow it down, speed it up, we should be all right in that. But right, I am going to get this windrowed because in this episode we need this windrowed, we need it baled, we need it cleared, and I would like to come in here with the cultivator, get it cultivated, and then it'll most likely be in the next episode that we'll drill and roll it, and then we'll finally be done with this field because currently it's looking like it's going to take, I think, 3 episodes to get this one field completed. But like I say, it would have been a complete waste of time that we had, that we had a crop that we could harvest, not to harvest it, because whether we use it or not, we can always sell this. I have just been thinking, and I know for me they're very dangerous words for me to say, but we've got the red tape mod on, and that has a crop rotation function to it, and I don't know how that's going to treat the fact that this is being grass, if that makes sense, for every time we've done something with it, which I'll show you if we go into here and rotation, grass. So in an effort to try and make that as best as possible, when we reseed this, do we reseed it with alfalfa? I know I've mentioned before that I don't really want to do alfalfa, but I'm thinking about what's best for the sort of the farm in this aspect. What I would like to do is when we do eventually buy another field, I'm going to put that field, well, put a field near the farm. I'm going to put that into grass, so it'll be like, let's just drop this front weight off for the time being because we need to put the pressure washer back on. So I'm kind of wishing I didn't wash the tractor at the start, well, off camera. So, but anyways, let's just go put it back on again. Yeah, so what I am thinking, the likes of, we could either put 47 or 97 could go into grass, and then those two, we'll just keep swapping them from grass to alfalfa, and then it means we're getting away, well, we're getting round the whole crop rotation problem that we may incur with the red tape mod. Plus it also means that we're doing something different, which will be quite nice. But I just need to see what happens. So let's put that on. That... Oops, no, I didn't want to go into the tractor. I meant to press R. So let's get the pressure washer. So we get this washed off because obviously we're building our bonus with the leasing, which I can't believe that was 40% dirty. Just windrowing some hay. We might as well wash this because that was back up to 25%. I may knock the dirt feature down because I think I've got it on so that it's on high. But if it's just going to get blathered every time we enter a field, that's not exactly 100% true to real life. Unless the field's absolutely like torn up, then yes, 100%. But I don't think we should be getting as dirty as what we are. Hope this finally gets us to a different stage because we're currently in bronze stage, if I remember rightly. So let's go to that. Here, let's return. I did make the mistakes of repainting them and whatnot, and it didn't do me any favours. Still bronze, so we're still getting a 5% discount, which certainly does help. It may be which made the windrower under £1,000 for us. You never really quite know. But anyways, I say anyways a lot, don't I? And now I've brought it to people's attention. If you haven't realised it, you're probably going to hear it all the time now. Anyways, no, I'm kidding. Right, let's go and get the baler. When we can finally move to a square baler, it will be amazing. Because if you haven't watched any of the previous episodes, when we go to bale the hay in this field, it's carnage, I think is the correct word to say, because bales just get flung all over the place. Yeah, so if you haven't seen one of those episodes, you will see it now, just how how comical it is. And for myself, with me driving and doing it, you see the bales and they very slowly just sort of roll away. Well, I say, imagine on a time lapse, it will obviously speed them up so they'll be a lot quicker. Yeah, that bale. See ya. That hasn't been as bad as last time, because last time we had bales down at the bottom of field 53, and I think it was only the railway line that actually stopped them. So yeah, not so bad at all. Although there is definitely less bales than what there was previously, but previously we'd let it have, is it when you get the one grow state, then you get the ready to harvest, which that's what we've done this in, and then you get the second ready to harvest, which last time we did that's what we had. But it's better than what it was the first time we tried, where was it just one bale we ended up with out of it. It was abysmal, and that was one of those lessons that you learnt rather sharp, you know, with the moisture mod, because it was purely because of that we just lost absolutely everything. So PTO off, pipes off, or we can drop that. I should have turned this off, which I didn't. So we can actually we can go get this. Do we go get this ready now? I think we can do. So we now need to go refind the front weight, which is just here. Get that on, and then we'll go and put the disc harrow on, because as soon as we've got these bales out, we can get cracked straight on with that. So that on. And don't forget to lift it up, because that's something that I am always forgetting to do, and we'll go get the disc harrow on. Another powerful tractor would come in so in handy, you know, so we're not just using this one all the time, because at the minute the Fendt, I've only really been using that for spraying. Apart from that, it's just been sat not doing a right lot. Right, where is my, there it is, it's down by the muck heap, so I must have used that to clean the cows out. So we'll jump into here. We'll need to take the front bucket off, because that's no good for us. So drop that off, find the pallet tines, which if I remember rightly, we last used them for the greenhouse. And whilst we're here, let's just have a quick look. These should be ready now. Fermented 100%, so that means that these should be fermented as well. That is. So out of interest, if we go to time-saving stock check, so we've got all 200,000 litres of silage, and it's worth £25,000. Just worth nothing, pretty much. Yeah. We'll sell some of that. I'll pick I may pick the biggest heap, which is on the right. And we can start to shift, so just get some money coming back in, because we're not going to use it all, especially by next silage time. And with those two pits with silage in, we only have left the pit that is up here. This is where I want to be. Let's put the forks on. Let's get out of the cab, because it makes it a bit easier. And we will sort all these bales out. And what I'll probably do, or I am going to do, is we'll sort the field out first, and then we'll go on a hunt for other bales. And I'm very, very glad that if you look on the mini-map, you'll see little orange circles everywhere, so I can look and find them there. There's two more that we haven't got, but these have gone through the hedge, so I imagine we're going to have to go this way, round the back of the cow barn, and we may just find them in the undergrowth. It doesn't look like they've gone far, but just enough to make their way through the hedge. So let's just try follow the red marks. So there's one, which means there should be another bit further on. Nope, there it is. So that one was perfectly situated in the hedge. So let's just drop that like so. Let's see if we can get these stacked up from just in here. Which, like I say, this is loads better. Well, that's not loads better, that's terrible that we haven't managed to put that on its end. What's this? This is the third, fourth time having a go picking this bale up. Right, there. Now, let's go down like so. Raise it up so that we can flick the top over like that. That's me CCTV going off. Someone's just gone outside. Or someone's coming to the house. Who knows? But right, that on, and we'll go put these away. And this crop here is really coming into its own. I don't remember it being this colourful when we did it in field... Oh, what field number was it now? Well, we did the maize silage. 47. I knew it had a 7 in it. I just couldn't remember whether it was, well, being 40. When you look at 97 to go to 47, it's a big difference. But one thing's for sure, we do not need any more food by the looks of it. And what I'm going to try and do when we come into next year, because obviously I'm under that scheme of no silage wrap, which I could actually be out of it. I'm unsure of that just yet. But if we wait till next year, it'll be okay. I'm going to start doing wrap bales of silage. And then that means we can use the wrap bales, sell those ones, and then whatever silage, I'm hoping we'll have one of the silage clamps empty by then. And then whatever silage we bring into the clamps, that's what we can feed to our animals. Because obviously at the minute, we don't have a right lot. So turn on, let's lift that up, and we'll just have to fold that to get out. You can see in the mirrors that that's folding. And let's make our way over to this field again. It's been a long time since we were last in here, but it will benefit greatly from it. We should get higher yields because obviously we're getting this damage. We're sorting out this damaged crop, which I know when FS25 first came out, it wouldn't repair it. You used to have to use a subsoiler or a plough minimum to be able to do it. But I am going off the fact that field 59 was damaged, and that's fine. 47 was damaged, that's fine, and so was 97. So that's what I'm going off on the basis that this should sort our problem out. So the only problem I can see, well, it's not really a problem, but we can't cut. If we put this in alfalfa, we won't be able to cut right up to the hedge like we have been doing, which isn't too much of a bother, but we are just going to lose out slightly. But I do believe alfalfa, you do get a higher yield anyways, so it may even itself out. But there we go. So that is that field now done, cultivating wise, just carrying wise. So finally, when we get to the next episode, we'll get it drilled and we'll also get it rolled, and then we can forget about it. And I'll be glad when that's done, because I really want to look at making some money, which, to be fair, we may even look at doing a contract or two. But so I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all liked and enjoyed the video, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye for now.